The new Hyundai models 2022 to 2024 and their prices. While Hyundai started out as a purveyor of budget-priced economy cars, it's now a big hitter in the automotive world with many impressively engineered and handsomely designed vehicles on offer. Models such as the Elantra compact car and the Santa Fe SUV still offer good value, but make no excuses compared with their close rivals, making them solid choices in their respective segments. The upcoming 2022 Sonata midsize sedan takes things up a level with daring styling and an impressive array of technology features. There's plenty of variety in the lineup too, with vehicles including fuel-sipping Ioniq and the sporty and quirky Veloster. Now let's look at all the new models upcoming in 2022 to 2024. 1. 2022 Hyundai Palisade. It starts at $34,375. Hyundai's Palisade SUV aims for a class above experience and nearly nails it, especially on upper trims where its cabin could be confused for one of the Genesis brand's luxury vehicles. It's not a Genesis, despite the look and feel, and instead shares its platform with the also excellent Kia Telluride. A smooth-running 3.8-liter V6 is standard and is mated to an 8-speed automatic. Front-wheel drive is the base setup, but all-wheel drive is also available. A generous amount of equipment is standard, including a ton of high-tech driver assists and modern infotainment connectivity features. The cabin is as roomy as it is comfortable and offers seating for up to 8 passengers within the standard 3-row layout. 2. 2022 Hyundai Nexo. Pricing starts at $61,000. Even among other Hyundais, which have mostly all adopted bold styling, the 2022 Nexo's look stands out for being different. That's because it is different. Instead of a gasoline engine or a hybrid powertrain, the Nexo is an electric vehicle fueled by hydrogen, similar to its closest rival, the Toyota Mirai sedan. Its driving range is impressive at up to 380 miles, but its acceleration is sleepier than most other EVs we've tested. The Nexo's downfall really is its limited market. Because it relies on hydrogen fueling stations, it can only be sold and owned in areas of the country where those are available. As such, Hyundai is currently only offering the Nexo for sale in California. 3. 2022 Hyundai Kona N. Price starts at $35,425. This year, Hyundai's N-Performance sub-brand takes on its first SUV, the Kona N subcompact crossover. The division's engineers have already worked their magic on the Veloster hatchback, and the result impressed us with its turbocharged 4-cylinder, stiff suspension, and sharp handling, all of which you'll find in the Kona N. All the typical sporty elements are present on the exterior: blacked-out grille, creased and hole-punched hood, large air intakes, sleek and simple light signatures, N badges, low-profile tires, a dual exhaust, and a red pinstripe along the bottom edges of the spoiler, side skirts, and diffuser. Inside, a red button on the perforated steering wheel just begs to be pressed. It engages the overboost mode, upping the 276 horsepower fleet to 286 for 20 seconds. Suede-like seat coverings, more N badges, and performance blue accents round out the package. 4. 2022 Hyundai Ioniq 5. Starting at $40,925. The 2022 Hyundai Ioniq 5 is a new all-electric compact crossover with advanced technology, futuristic styling, and a versatile interior. Intended as a Hyundai sub-brand, the Ioniq moniker also applies to a flood of upcoming EV models, but the 2022 5 has debuted first. It features impressive charging speeds, up to 350 kilowatts, and has an estimated driving range of up to 303 miles. Available with rear or all-wheel drive, the EV makes between 168 and 320 horsepower. Its eco-friendly interior boasts a tech-centric dashboard, reclining front seats with footrests, and generous passenger space. 5. 2022 Hyundai Elantra N. Price starting at $32,925. Hyundai is expanding its N-Performance sub-brand with fire-breathing version of its new Elantra compact car. The 2021 Elantra N is powered by a 286 horsepower version of the turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-cylinder from the spunky Veloster N hatchback. Buyers can choose from either a 6-speed manual transmission or an 8-speed automatic. We've grown quite fond of the Veloster and during its stay with us for a 40,000-mile long-term test, and the Elantra's upscale vibe should add another layer of desirability. When the Elantra N hits the market, which we expect to happen in late 2021, it will challenge the Subaru WRX, the Volkswagen Jetta GLI, and the upcoming Toyota GR Corolla. 6. 2022 Hyundai Kona. Price starts at $22,375. When an SUV delivers as crisp a driving experience as the 2022 Hyundai Kona, it's hard to get hung up on the usual anti-crossover sentiments, so we won't. The subcompact Kona is, simply put, a great package that blends car-like on-road behavior with bold styling, a dose of practicality, and an elevated driving position. Two 4-cylinder engines are offered, a 2.0-liter 4, which is admittedly pretty pokey, and a more desirable turbocharged 1.6-liter 4 that delivers a lot more punch. Sticking to Hyundai's value-forward approach, the Kona comes with a long list of standard features which only grows as you move through the more expensive trims, the top few of which get downright posh. The Kona is one of the smaller offerings in the subcompact SUV segment, so it gives up cargo and passenger space to some of its larger rivals, but we think the trade-off for the Hyundai's compact package and fun-to-drive nature more than makes up for those shortcomings. 7. 2022 Hyundai Kona Electric. Price starts at $35,225. Turns out that the subcompact Hyundai Kona SUV is a fine basis for an electric vehicle, as the 2022 Kona Electric retains everything we like about its gas-powered counterpart. Instead of a 4-cylinder engine, the Kona Electric is powered by a 201 horsepower electric motor, and its large battery pack is good for up to 258 miles per charge. That's key because an EV's range number is the most important factor in the revved-up electric vehicle marketplace. Chevrolet's new Bolt EUV carries a claimed 250-mile range, while the Tesla Model Y is good for up to 326 miles per charge. On top of its competitive estimated driving range, the Kona Electric delivers perky acceleration, spry handling, and an unbeatable standard warranty and complimentary maintenance package. 8. 2022 Hyundai Santa Cruz. It starts at $25,215. Don't get it twisted, the new 2022 Hyundai Santa Cruz is a pickup truck. Its smaller proportions and unibody construction just mean it's no full-size tow rig. Instead, think of the first Hyundai pickup as an alternative to the also unibody Honda Ridgeline, which too features a one-size-fits-all crew cab, short bed body style. The Santa Cruz certainly looks more distinct than the Honda or any other mid-size truck, for that matter, with its interesting face and creased sheet metal. Its interior is snazzier than its classmates too, but the lack of physical controls on some models is disappointing. Its standard 4-cylinder engine is also undesirable, but the more powerful turbo option is a pricey proposition. Still, the 2022 Santa Cruz is a more functional twist on the tired crossover formula, and that open box on its, but means it qualifies as a pickup truck. 9. 2022 Hyundai Santa Fe. Price starting at $28,425. For those who don't need a third row of seats, but still like the idea of a mid-size crossover, the 2022 Hyundai Santa Fe offers a comfortable, spacious cabin and a premium appearance. For different powertrains are offered, including hybrid and a plug-in hybrid variants. The Santa Fe is fairly satisfying to drive, although none of the models could be called outright athletic. Hyundai has baked in a host of driver assistance features as standard, and the Santa Fe's infotainment technology is on par with other SUVs in this segment. For adults should find ample space across the Santa Fe's 2 rows and cargo space that's generous enough to hold bulky items or a load of luggage. 10. 2022 Hyundai Elantra. Price starts at $20,875. The 2022 Hyundai Elantra stands out in traffic due to its unique styling, but underneath the sharply creased sheet metal is a spacious and practical compact car. Its cabin is decked out with a similarly futuristic design, and several high-end features are offered, especially on the high-end trims, that help with the wow factor. The entry-level engine is a somewhat sleepy 147 horsepower four-cylinder that is mated to a continuously variable automatic transmission (CVT), but both a hybrid powertrain and a 201 horsepower turbocharged 4 are optional. The Elantra competes with heavy hitters such as the Honda Civic, the Nissan Sentra, and the Toyota Corolla, and its style and value-oriented packaging makes it a solid choice among compact cars. 11. 2022 Hyundai Accent. It starts at $17,670. Just because a car is cheap doesn't mean it needs to look cheap, and the 2022 Hyundai Accent offers dignified styling despite its bargain basement price tag. All models come with a 120 horsepower four-cylinder engine with a continuously variable automatic transmission (CVT). It's not exciting, but it gets the job done and does so while sipping fuel. The interior, which is also unexciting but functional, offers modern conveniences and even some luxuries. The loaded limited model costs less than $21,000 and offers heated seats, touchscreen infotainment, and push-button start. No matter which trim you choose, the Accent's appearance is mature and contemporary, saving you from the embarrassment of being outed as a penny pincher. 12. 2022 Hyundai Sonata. It starts at $25,175. The 2022 Hyundai Sonata is a family sedan that's both visually interesting and a really good value. Hyundai's midsizer comes in a variety of flavors, from well-equipped entry-level trims to a trio of thrifty hybrids to a tire-squawking performance model. While the latter's 290 horsepower Turbo 4 engine and sporty suspension can liven up grocery runs, the rest of the Sonata line is less exciting from a driver's perspective. Instead, the sedan impresses with an array of standard driver assists and an upscale interior that's full of popular tech features. Its comfy seats and roomy accommodations offset its firm ride most pronounced in the N-line performance model. Although the 2022 Sonata isn't as satisfying to pilot as, say, the Honda Accord, it's still one of the top options in its class. 13. 2022 Hyundai Veloster N. Price start at $33,525. At only 3 years old, the 2022 Hyundai Veloster N is still relatively new to the hot hatch scene, but it has put the old guard on notice. With a 275 horsepower Turbo 4 that makes delightfully juvenile noises and a chassis that causes stirring emotions, Hyundai's 3-door hatch is as funky as it is fun to drive. It's also offered with a satisfying manual transmission, unlike the new VW Golf R, or a rifle-action dual-clutch automatic, unlike the current Honda Civic Type R. While revitalized versions of the rear-drive Subaru BRZ and Toyota 86 rival the Veloster's prodigious performance per dollar ratio, the front drive N challenges their cargo and back seat space. We wish the Hyundai's interior was nicer, but it has a host of popular standard features and tech. Although 2022 Veloster N isn't as highly revered as other hypercompacts, it should be praised for being a thrill ride almost everyone can afford. 14. 2022 Hyundai Tucson. It starts at $26,175. Previewed by the Vision T concept at the 2019 LA Auto Show, the 2022 Hyundai Tucson sports a daring new design that seems destined to shake up the compact SUV marketplace. The entry-level Tucson is powered by a more conventional 2.5-liter four-cylinder gasoline engine shared with the Sonata family sedan, but a both hybrid and a plug-in hybrid are offered. Those two use a turbocharged 1.6-liter four-cylinder augmented by an electric motor. All models are fairly well equipped and the Tucson is among the most stylish options in the segment. It goes head-to-head with several strong rivals such as the Honda CR-V, Mazda CX-5, Toyota RAV4, and the Volkswagen Tiguan, but the new Tucson has brought its A-game. 15. 2022 Hyundai Ioniq. Price starts at $24,625. The 2022 Hyundai Ioniq is perfect for folks who want a hybrid or plug-in hybrid hatchback that doesn't call attention to itself and drives like a regular car. The hybrid's combined EPA rating peaks at 59 miles per gallon, and the plug-in version offers 29 miles of all-electric range. Unlike the Toyota Prius, the Hyundai Ioniq looks dead conventional, and the hybrid model is more efficient than the thriftiest version of the standard Prius hybrid. However, Prius Prime plug-in hybrid delivers better fuel efficiency than the Ioniq plug-in, though the Prius offers only 25 miles of all-electric range to the Ioniq's 29. When it comes to driving behavior, both Ioniqs are a bore and suffer from some refinement issues, but they're comfortable and conventional enough to be confused for a non-hybrid. With an interior made from sustainable materials and a roster of desirable standard features, the 2022 Ioniq is eco-friendly and user-friendly. It's also unpretentious, albeit unexciting. 16. 2022 Hyundai Venue. Price starting at $20,125. The diminutive 2022 Hyundai Venue might look like it'd fit a piggy bank, but it definitely won't break the bank. That's because the Venue is one of the cheapest crossovers sold in America. Don't confuse its bargain pricing for a lack of desirable features or a cut-rate interior. On the contrary, every Venue has a host of standard driver assists and a robust infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The subcompact UTA is funky and small on the outside, but inside its spaciousness is as surprising as its quality furnishings. While it's not available with all-wheel drive and its engine labors on the highway, it's perfectly suited for the speed limits and tight spaces that define urban areas. Kept in its natural habitat, the 2022 Venue is a compelling and low-cost crossover that's really more of a high-riding hatchback. 17. 2023 Hyundai RM20N. Price starting at $40,000. Now that Hyundai has shown it's serious about legitimate performance cars with the visceral Veloster N, the company looks to make the leap from hot hatches to mid-engine sports cars with the 2023 RM20N. While the final product is still a few years away, and we have a lot left to learn, our brief encounter with a mid-engine prototype showed us that the Korean automaker isn't just blowing tire smoke up our tailpipes. The production model will undoubtedly be more civil to drive and might develop less horsepower than the prototype's claimed 390 ponies, but it should boast an impressive power-to-weight ratio that could help its performance compete with mid-engine stars such as the Chevy C8 Corvette and Porsche 718 Cayman. We'll keep our ear to the ground while we wait for Hyundai to divulge more details, but here's what we know so far. 18. 2024 Hyundai Ioniq 7. It starts at $50,000. Hyundai considers the 2024 Ioniq 7 concept a living space on wheels, which is exactly what the all-electric SUV looks like. Said to be similar in size to the three-row Hyundai Palisade, the 7 rides on the company's new cross-brand eGMP platform, which will underpin the Ioniq 5 and many other upcoming Hyundai and Kia EV models. With a futuristic facade that includes unusual lighting elements, shape-shifting wheels, and glass panels on the roof and rear, the 7 concept is just that, a concept. However, it teases design language and technology that could eventually become reality. While its enormous coach doors and furniture-like seats are other fantastical features, the idea of a vast interior with flexible configurations is conceivable. The 2024 Ioniq 7 targets a range of over 300 miles and exceptionally quick charging times. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon to stay connected. Peace.